we know what happens in September, lots of stuff. So we want to invite you to a beautiful September as we embark in our celebrations that will follow later on this year. But in the meantime, we are locked and loaded for voices. Okay? So to all our listeners and viewers around the world, once again, welcome. A bit later on, we'll go into the fan base, our very dedicated fan base who listening and calling, make contribution. Without your participation, this program is not a success. We want to thank you for that. And today we are going to start the program with a very interesting guest in the house. There is no introduction, but I must say I admire the dedication and spirit of this young man. You know him as an awesome navigator. I am proud to know him as a fellow Calypsonian, a campaigner, a fighter. He's with us now in the studios, and we'll give him at least an hour for entertainment. We have another guest due at 11. We're here until 12 o'clock. But of course, we're going to get first things first, the awesome navigator. Good morning and welcome once again to the studios of winnfm. Mike is yours.
A pleasant good morning to each and every one who is hearing me. I must say, well, thanks to winnfm family for having me this morning. I really appreciate the welcome honors here, and I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever winnfm is broadcasted, wherever we can be heard. I just want to say a special good day to each and every one. Thank you so very much.
You're welcome on behalf of the fan base. Welcome once again. We're always happy to hear from the awesome navigator. What's on the table today?
Yes, I thought about coming here today to speak about a little reflection and celebration program I have going on. It was just over a week ago I did a similar presentation on ZIZ radio station. So I just want to reach a wider fan base.
Okay.
And share some of the good news of some events I have would be happening over a period of 2 weeks, starting around maybe the 2nd of December.
Are you celebrating a milestone in your development?
Well, some milestones, some unfortunate events, some great news and some good news, but all in all, it's good. Sometimes it's good to celebrate an unfortunate event as a form of reflection and promoting a cause also. So that's my purpose here today, sir.
We're going to ask our callers to hold their comments and feedback until you want to make your presentation. So
yes,
continue. The mic is yours.
Okay, so I just want to share with the listening audience this morning that
viewing and listening. It's
okay.
11 direct.
Thank you for the correction, sir. I just want to share with my viewing and listening audience this morning that I'm here to share with you from the 3rd of July. That would have made my let's say 27 years of military service. Around the 25th of last month, let's say yesterday month, August.
August.
Yes.
25th.
Yes, I would have my resignation and stuff would have take effect. So, yeah, with no further ado from those two milestones celebrating there, I go further now to as I reflect on the 2nd of December 2005, I was injured in the line of duty. I was injured 1 week before my 30th birthday. Okay. Yes, so this wonderful time around, and God spare my wonderful life to see the 2nd of December. I commemorate the incident, marking 20 years.
20 years since that situation?
Yes, since that unfortunate incident. And 1 week later, I should be celebrating my big 5-0. God spare my wonderful life, I'll be 50.
So you're Sagittarius?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Sadi.
So, and I further go on to say, like, for my retirement and the commemoration of the unfortunate incident and my birthday, I have a series of event here, 6 events, which should last over the period of 2 weeks. One of such on the 2nd of December. That's commemorating the 20 years. I should be launching a food hamper distribution for the elderly, the less fortunate, and the disabled.
I qualify,
I agree, and because, we see in society daily, some people are not reached, and if you can reach these persons and show them some appreciation, show them some love, that's what I'm here, and that's what I want to promote.
This is so very commendable.
Yes, sir.
So very commendable.
Yes.
I want to applaud you on that. And I know people will feel eternally grateful for that outreach. And some people are not seen, they're not heard or overlooked.
Yes.
And you're actually doing something about it.
Yes. And we're seeing too much of it. And I sure if we get callers, you could hear like from every pocket of their, maybe corner of their society, they can recall 2 persons or 3 people. These people are so often overlooked. And Sako, the things that bother me sometimes, they have families. But, they're 24 hours in a day. We work for 8 hours. And sometimes all these people want is a visit. A visit, just go last an hour.
A little conversation.
Yeah, a little conversation, some love, maybe plait their hair for them and something, clip their nails and stuff and say, well, my niece passed, my nephew passed, my brother passed, my son passed.
A little conversation.
I feel great.
Yeah.
And these things, as we got to be a little humane within ourselves and to those around us. Some of us get busy doing, just busy
we
doing
get busy.
Nothing.
We overlook the essentials, the family, and folks
Yes.
that I need, and then it
Right.
becomes a habit.
So this is the purpose and reason why I want to do this distribution of food hampers.
And this is starting when?
Around the 2nd of December.
2nd of December.
I should be launching.
Okay.
Yeah. As I go on. Yeah, so that's around the 2nd and the 50th. I will be celebrating, and December 10th, I will be celebrating my 50th birthday. Right. So, on the 7th of December, this is a Sunday, I will be having a church service where I want to invite all of my friends and associates.
Which church?
The Lighthouse Baptist
Lighthouse
Church
Baptist
in Sandy
Church.
Point.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to invite all of my friends, all of my associates, my colleagues, my comrades. Even if you're here with me and you're looking someplace or you want to go to church on this particular Sunday, come to the Lighthouse Baptist Church in Sandy Point.
Join you in fellowship.
Yes. So, and this is a part of the celebration too, because, on this.
That's the 7th.
Yeah.
That's 3 days before
3
your
days
50th.
before my 50th birthday.
Okay.
And this is a part of the grand celebration. So on the 10th now, which is a Wednesday, I will be having something like a little town or lecture series about crime and violence, gun violence in particularly.
Okay, you are a victim of
crime and violence, and this is a part of the reflection of the, incident on duty, and this also is that I want to reach out and I want to challenge. If there's any mothers out there, any aunties, daughters, if you lost a loved one, if you have lost a loved one due to this kind of social ill,
they can become a part of the healing.
You can come and have a say on the program. You will be a part of the program to make it the success that it should be, that I intended it to be. So if you call me, my number is 664-34-29. I repeat, 664-34-29. And you can call me and we could have made the arrangement because a lot of this is still in process, getting it together for the planning and preparation. So, I had good words with a colleague of mine too, and something I'm planning to do is to, if it can be possible, maybe get some inmates on the program. Yeah, so they can talk of their experience and relating to the kids or whosoever will be present, and just teach
Speaking to them
and
directly.
tell them about just grow and educate yourself and just teaching people to
Pitfalls to avoid.
right, productive as you go along, and prison is nothing good or no place to be, so this is something I working on also. So that's as far as the town hall and lecture series.
That's set for what date again?
The 10th.
The 10th.
Yeah, that's Wednesday, the 10th, and that
Wednesday
is on
10th.
my birthday as well. So I already spoke to one of my superior officer about planning a inter-platoon competition.
Inter-platoon
competition. This way you have the different ranks and files of the defense force. Or
where will this be held?
This will be organized by the defense force. More than likely it will be around the ambix of that facilities at Camp Springfield.
Okay.
And outreach, because we one the thing I was looking at is that if we can invite other paramilitary bodies to be a part of this as a part of the commemoration.
How's the feedback on that end so far?
What happened to the feedback on that end so far?
Yeah.
Well, I already spoke to my superior officer, and he's going to reach out to the other, parties that.
We have a calls. We're going to take this call before we go to the break.
Yes.
Call, yes, please step away from your phone. Are you radio? Are you there? Will the caller still with us? Okay, we seem to have some challenge with that. Here's what we'll do for. Yeah. Good morning. How are you? We can hear.
Hello.
We can hear.
Good morning. Hello.
You can hear you, but there's feedback from your radio.
Shako.
Yes,
good
sir.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I just calling to congratulate my good friend. The activities he's trying to get together. But one thing jump out at me just now is what jump out at me, Sakwa, is when the brother was saying that he got a crime lecture. And he was a victim of a gun shooting.
Gun violence, yes.
So I want to tell him that I got to check my work schedule. And once I'm busy, I will be there to give him some support.
Thank you, Jam.
Jam Down will be there.
Thank you so very much.
Hold tight. I'm glad for you. And we're glad to see you trying to do something. Sakwa, quickly, I want to say something.
Yep.
You have some brothers in the Irish Town area, prominent people in society, who giving some school books and, things for these children.
Yep.
And we want to grateful for that and thank them to doing that, because they themselves went to the Irish Town school.
So we
want to thank them again. All like BT and Dr. Laws and, all the guys who go there. Still remembering how they come up hard in McKnight and contributing. Now there's big people in society. Thank them once more. Sakwa, thank you.
Well, I want to thank you for bringing that awareness to the wider society about folks who actually give back in such a manner. Some of them don't need any exposure, and but we want to thank you for that. We're going to pause at this point to take some, give some credit to sponsors, and on the other end, we'll be able to continue with the awesome navigator and his program for September.
December. Reflection and celebration.
Reflection and celebration.
When you need better If you need protection, you need one who you can trust. To secure your investment, you need one who'll do you just. TDC Insurance, you're the one that you can trust. TDC Insurance, you're always safe with us.
TDC Insurance is your go-to insurance company for all your insurance needs. We take pride in offering you the best solutions and ensuring our customers are fully satisfied. TDC Insurance, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind.
You're always safe with us.
To our viewers and listeners, welcome back to today's presentation of Voices. My name is Socrates, your host, and we have with us in the studio the awesome navigator with some news and some updates of our program is having later on December that you really want to get into. I have a comment from Miss Brenda O'Neill, who I refer to as a friend of the Federation.
Yes.
She says her birthday is on the 7th.
Yes.
Of December. She loves your intentionality. She will be in next week. She wants to meet with you.
Thank you.
But in the meantime, I should give you her contacts.
Yes.
She wants to make a contribution. She's
I
in the US.
Yes.
So you see who we're reaching out there?
Thank you so much.
Beautiful. So her name is Brenda O'Neill. You can speak to her directly.
And this is the reason why I'm here. Good morning, Brenda. I thank you so very much for your contribution. God bless you.
Okay. Continue with
Okay, yes. Where was that? With the platoon competition thing?
platoon competition.
Yes. When I said inter-platoon, is it different ranks and files? You have the different syndicates and well.
Yes, still the military man.
Yes. So we're gonna have competition amongst ourselves. We had such a competition in 2004. We did a swim, we did a run, and we did some shooting. I took part in that competition. I won it.
Talk to us.
Yes, so
all this swimming, you had running, you had shooting. Which
Yes.
category did you win? All of them?
No. I lost. I think I came third in the swim.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
That's
a wonderful thing, man.
Yeah. I don't remember what position I came in the run.
In the run, okay.
Yeah. But by the time I got to the range, and I think I shot out 8 out of 12 balloons, and I run it back to
8
camp.
out of 12.
12, yes. And I think I run it back to camp, and...
You have the medals to prove?
Huh?
You have the trophies to prove?
Well, I keep asking for it. I haven't received
No,
it.
but they can't do that, man.
The trophy is somewhere. I don't even know
They
what.
can't do
Yeah,
that.
No,
Anyway.
it wasn't 8 out of 12, sorry. 10 out of
10
12.
out of 12.
Yeah, my correction. 10 out of 12 balloons.
That's good to hear, man.
Yeah, and I got back to camp.
Okay.
You know, so when I got back there, I was declared the winner of the competition. Since then, we hadn't had it.
They afraid you.
We hadn't had such a competition. So I want to revive this particular
I hear you.
challenge, and if we can make it maybe a staple on our annual calendar at the Defense Force Camp,
Okay.
this would be justice, because it is also a commemoration of this achievement.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, so we're celebrating some sad event and some good times. Yeah, so yeah, and this later this evening, after this inter-platoon competition, this is where this Calypso review comes in.
That's what date is that now?
December 12th.
12th.
Yeah, this is where the Calypso review comes in. Remember, I spoke to you the other day.
You invite me to a Calypso thingy, so
Yes,
that's it?
yes,
on the
taking,
12th?
yes, taking part in the Calypso review. You could look at the paper now.
Well, once you tell me, I mean,
yeah,
if you look
so-
at my beard, I tend to forget things, but once
So-
you remind me, I'll be there. Calypso Review,
Yes.
December 12th, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
so I have been doing some extensive groundwork in relation to reaching out to the band.
But I know a little thing about Calypso, so
Yeah.
I want to make a contribution.
Okay, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I reach out to about maybe, I had a list of 16 Calypsonians. Just to review, pastime Calypso, where you know, you have the social commentary, some wit, some pong, and some, you know, humorous Calypso to that that
So
extent.
are we limited to one song, maybe 2 songs?
Yeah.
Depending on how many you have?
Yes.
Okay. Backing
Yes,
tracks?
that's exactly. Eh?
Backing tracks?
Well, if you can do.
If you have a live band, I prefer that.
I spoke to Wingrove about this,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and he told me he's on board. So
There
it's
you
just
go.
to finish up some conversation. This particular event also, it is also on the Calypso, no, the Calypso, the Carnival Committee
Calendar of
calendar.
Okay.
As a what you call it now, a fringe event.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm in conversation with
Monarch?
Ogaro as well,
Okay.
to get some assistance to get this done as well. This will be a ticketed event
And the location for this will be
as
what?
well too. Well, I have reached out to a few
Venues?
venues so far.
Mhm.
We haven't settled anything yet, but more than likely, if Carnival City is in a position where it is already ready for Carnival mode,
Mm-hmm.
it's more than likely it's going to be there or some other private.
That can
Venue.
accommodate a good turnout?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that is what I'm looking at. It's just to finalize the venue and everything.
Gotcha.
And the last event on the calendar should be boat ride on the Prince Devante. I already spoke to the owners of the boat,
Mhm.
find out the different dynamics and stuff. So, yeah.
But you've been busy.
Yeah. I tried to put a little committee together as well too, to help me with this work. And I got very few support. I
That
have,
happens.
I have two wonderful.
But you're the drive.
I have two wonderful lady friend there from Sandy Point in
Mhm.
the name of Anta Earl and Sandy,
know Anta.
and Sandy Wilkin.
I know
And
them both,
also
yes, I know
have-
them both.
I also have brother Mills Biff.
Yep.
Yeah. But basically, different from that, I have been doing some extensive work, reaching all these people, calling all these people, and because I want to have this done. This is a goal, a personal goal for
I
me.
think this platform will help you because the more people become aware, remember
Yes.
the first call we had,
Yes.
pledging his support, and then we
Yes.
have Brendan Neal pledging his support. So the more
Yes.
people get the information on this, the more they're encouraged. Sometimes people don't want to push the train,
Right.
but once the train is moving, they're going to jump on.
Yes.
So you're on the train, we're going to jump on, we're going to support you. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. So that is basically what I bring to the table today for discussion
Mm-hmm.
and to let the public aware of my
We're going to open the lines and
Yes,
see what
yes.
support we have. Any comment from the public? 662-0989. And let's see what you have to say. We have the awesome navigator in the house. He brought a program. It's called what? Let me see now. Okay.
Thank you so very much.
Reflections and celebration, 20 years of survival, 50 years of life. So he's celebrating his 50th birthday on the 10th.
10th of December.
And he's celebrating
The
the 20th year of survival from when you sustained an injury on
Yes.
duty. You were a victim of gun violence.
back in 2005.
2005 that left you
Partially paralyzed.
partially paralyzed, and everybody know you to be a fighter. You also won a Calypso competition at ZAZ some years ago.
ZIZ 50th anniversary.
50th anniversary.
Calypso King.
You beat up a lot of people. You didn't at all. And it's your fighting and winning spirit that people admire of you
Yes.
most.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So on December 2nd, the 5 while on military escort duty, I was shot in the neck during a robbery. This life-altering event left me partially paralyzed, but I am still here and I invite your support. I will also celebrate my 50th birthday on Wednesday, December 10th, 2025. You happen to be a Sagittarius.
Exactly.
And you're waiting for me, we'll be Capricorns together. But it's a different story. I invite your support and generosity to help make this week meaningful. We go down to the week of activities. Food hampers for the elderly, disabled, and less fortunate. This will be on Tuesday, December 2nd.
Yes, that's correct.
All right? Church service at the Lighthouse Baptist Church, Crabbill, Sandy Point, Sunday, December 7th.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay? Town Hall lecture at Sandy Point Community Center. That's Wednesday, December 10th, on the day of your birthday.
My birthday, 58.
Okay. SKNDF Inter-Platoon Competition plus the Awesome Navigator Calypso Review Friday, December 12th, 2025. Boat ride celebration aboard the Prince Devontae Party Boat Sunday, December 14th. So we're starting on the 2nd.
Yes.
Going to the 14th.
Yes.
A week of activities, reflection, and celebration. Call which support. Your support matters. Together we can give back and celebrate life. Thank you for your kindness. Your contact numbers are 869-664-3429.
Yes.
Let me have an 869 before that. What's that?
That was a little error with the, the typing.
So the actual number is 664 3429.
Yes.
Okay. Email Navi_Bergie. Your name is Bergen. So Bergie36
at
hotmail.com. That's Hotmail. Contact Navi_Bergie136 at hotmail.com. And I'll be there to give you my support in whatever little way we can.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
And I want to thank you for the efforts you made because we are on the second floor here at winnfm. It was a struggle for you to get here, but that's part of the experience. Over the past 20 years, it's been a struggle.
Yes.
What you do is very commendable. You mentioned earlier you're going to have not disabled. What is it called now?
What?
The booth that you may have at Port Zante, that's coming at some point.
What?
A booth that you guys are going to get at Port Zante at some point in the future.
No. I was relating to something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is important to know that you guys are coming together.
Yes.
Are you still the president of that?
No. We had elections on the 30th of June. And Mr. Anthony Mills is now the president of the Association of Persons with Disabilities.
Okay. We now going to pause. We're at the point where we pause like roughly every 15 minutes to give credit to our sponsors.
Okay.
And we'll be right back.
98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
If you need protection, you need one who you can trust to secure your investment. You need one who'll do you just. TDC Insurance, you're the one that you can trust. TDC Insurance, you're always safe with us.
TDC Insurance is your go-to insurance company for all your insurance needs. We take pride in offering you the best solutions and ensuring our customers are fully satisfied. TDC Insurance, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind.
You're always safe with us.
To our viewers and listeners, welcome back to today's presentation of Voices. We have with us in the studio the awesome Navigator, and he's here to speak to us about a week of event, actually over a week of celebration and reflections of his life and the contributions he has been making to the society on the whole. Now, you mentioned in the program there'll be a food hamper distribution. Would that be only restricted to folks in Sandy Point or the wider?
Yeah, not for Sandy Point only, because when I look at what I'm doing, yeah, I say if I can.
Are you getting contributions from?
Yeah, if I can spread it out,
Yeah.
I will do just that.
Okay.
And I don't want to just reach people because I want to give them something. I want to reach people who are in need.
Who in need?
Who are in need.
All right.
You know. So
A few years ago, the reason why I said, because a few years ago, one of our sponsors, the Hosfords,
yes,
had asked me and my Sandy Point Heritage Society
yes,
to make contributions to people in that particular area, Sandy
Yes.
Point. I think you recall, because you were the recipients
yes, I
of one
remember
of that.
Yes,
But that was designed for Sandy Point then, because they
Right.
have since then given to other communities.
right.
So that's why I asked that. So people will be encouraged to know that you're reaching out to people across the spectrum who are in need.
You know, and to be honest with you, I'm in conversation with two local entities who are willing to come on board, and one of such is I think is social services. So
Okay.
if they can know exactly
Who the persons are.
Right.
You won't really know exactly what, but they
Right.
would, okay.
they would have
That's a good strategy.
a general idea as to who to reach, who really need this stuff. And my thing is that, as you said, I don't want to keep it in one centralized area.
Here's a stupid question.
Yes.
What do you get out of this, after all this?
What do I get out of this? You know,
Of doing all this? It's a stupid question,
doing all this.
but let's hear you.
Okay, Sakoti. One of the things I look at, I want to resign from Calypso this year.
We're going to get to that, you know. We're going to
Yes.
get to that. But in the meantime, go ahead.
Okay, so I just feel within myself, you know, I want to do something really good, something really genuine, something really commendable, something that I can look at and say, well,
Keep the voice up,
okay.
second.
Something that I could look at and say, well then, okay, I reach these persons.
Uh-huh.
It's not that just that I want to feel that good about myself, but you know, there's that humane side of me. You know, people are in need. You know, and this what I'm doing, it doesn't stop there. Up to over the weekend, there was some chatter. People are still not prepared to go back to school. So
In terms of stuff that need supplies.
Yes, so I will extend it over. There's some guys, and I know in my community that they are doing extremely great in school.
But they need the support.
They need the support
They need the supplies.
and supplies also. Because one thing I look at too, life could be funny sometimes. Sometimes the children them who have a complete outfit, and not bashing anybody, they are not really functioning as the way they are to. They got new bag, new clothes, new shoes, new everything. And yet you have maybe a child going to school, his shoes patch out, his books falling out his bag, maybe a little
It affects
torn
them
up
psychologically.
pants. Yeah, and not only maybe he's functioning higher than someone who have a complete outfit.
Okay.
You know, so it's just that something like that. If I can reach people who are in need and maybe give them some shoes, some books, and some pens, pencil, make their effort to school a little bit meaningful. I must also commend. I heard Sister Sensia is doing such program. This guy, what he name, Mr. Nubian Gray, and some other folks are making such distribution.
Impacts
Yeah, and
on
people
people's lives.
people really need these stuff, you know. So I will extend it to that portion of the society as well.
Okay, let me see what Rosemary's saying. She's up in New York, and these folks listen, and she just tuned in. So, Lady in White, you missed the awesome navigator. He's celebrating 50 years for his birthday, and the program is called Reflection and Celebration. 20 years of survival. He was a victim of gun violence on duty as a police officer, soldier.
Soldiers.
He was actually shot, and it left him partially paralyzed. So he's been that way for the past 20 years. And he's put a program together starting on the 2nd of November, a food
December.
hamper.
December.
2nd of December.
Yes.
You know, I can't read, right? Of December, for For the elderly, disabled, and less fortunate, that's on the 2nd of December. On the 7th, we're going to have a church service at the Lighthouse Baptist Church in Quabbel, Sandy Point. That's Sunday, December 7th. A town hall lecture at Sandy Point Community Center, Wednesday, December 10th.
Right,
That's
on
the
my
date of his birthday.
And I'll be 50.
He'll be 50, trying to tell me he look younger than me. That's okay, I have no problem with that. SKN, that's the St. Kitts Nevis Defense Force Inter-Platoon Competition and the Awesome Navigator Calypso Review. That's on Friday, December 12th. I think I'm invited. And on the 14th, you have a boat ride celebration on the Prince Devante, the party boat. And his contacts are 869 area code 664-3429. Email Navi, N-A-V-I _ That's
36.
Bergie.
Bergie. Yeah. G-I-B-E-R-G-I.
36 at hotmail.com. That's email again. Navi _ Bergie 36 at hotmail.com.
Yes.
Rosemary was actually on her job, so the time she can listen or not.
Yes.
But these are folks who, she was a person who was sending those wheelchairs and walkers
Yes.
a couple years ago.
I heard of that when I was
Yeah.
the association of the.
Oh, yes. She
President,
was a person. So
yeah.
these are folks who actually contribute from the heart
Thank you.
and has to be commended for that. So, like you,
Thank you,
they
Rosemary.
reach out and help the folks who need,
You
going need. And
that.
she
Yes.
didn't know anybody in St. Kitts. Just wanted to help. So,
Okay.
on the same page.
Thank you so much.
Now, before we go, we want to hear about your thing to retire from Calypso and
Yeah.
something like that. Retire, resign, which is it?
Sacco, you know, sometimes we feel like we can do something forever. I feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, I share no malice with this. I have no dislike towards this. This is something I love. This is something I love to do.
We're done on Calypso?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
When it comes to, anything culture, I love the thrill of getting...
How many years have you been contributing?
Getting involved. Well, that's a good question, Sacco, because when I started getting involved back in since I'm in school,
Mm-hmm.
I'm singing Calypso,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's about 35.
Yeah, like
Um,
back in 1988.
35 really. 35 you roughly.
8, so I started that in school and I came over doing my little things in the tent and so.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I hooked up Mr. Nital Powell and we were doing a little
One of your
management for
writers,
me.
yeah?
Yeah, and I was managed to make it to the finals back in 2004.
A few times. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and ever since then, leading right up to my injury,
Which did not stop you.
which did not stop me. I must mention too, I managed the Sandy Point Shagwe Dandies Moko Jumbes from about 1995 to 2005, leading up to my injuries.
So you were
as well.
instrumental in Sandy Point having that
The-
particular aspect of our culture.
The Moko Jumbes.
Because they're known for the Makajambi.
Yes.
A few weeks ago, I was trying to get them to perform at the ceremony that I was
Yes.
honoring the arrival of Dr. Julius Garvey,
Yes.
who visited,
Uh-huh.
but they had engagement in Anguilla
Yes.
for the same date. So we didn't see our Makajambi down there.
I'm proud.
I want to thank you
I'm
for your
proud of
contribution
them.
to that
I'm
development.
proud of them, And a few years ago too, one guy from this Sandy Point's what do you call him? The Spirit Society who do the black thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spirit.
Yeah, they wanted to give me like some accolades, some
An award, recognition.
for the Mokojombe thing.
Mhm.
And I tell them, to be honest, well, I am happy that you look at me as such a person. Anybody is deserving of this award is Peter Walters, because
Peter.
I learned under his tutelage to do what I was able to do to contribute to that aspect of culture.
Did they take your advice?
Eh?
Did they take your advice?
Well,
Did they confer it on him?
They were overlooking it. I spoke to him about it. They told me they would look further into the matter. Pardon? They told me to look further into the matter and see what they would have done. Because, I couldn't take such an award
Okay.
Peter been doing that thing for years, and I'm that humble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to the Calypso thing, because
Yes.
we have a few minutes before we wrap up, so
Sure.
we need to hear. We're going to take a station break. Let me take one now.
Yes,
The
please.
station break, and when we come back, we segue to the Calypso thing because you've been there all the years. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
downtown and back.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
If you need protection, you need one who you can trust to secure your investment. You need one who'll do you just. TDC Insurance, you're the one that you can trust. TDC Insurance, you're always safe with us.
TDC Insurance is your go-to insurance company for all your insurance needs. We take pride in offering you the best solutions and ensuring our customers are fully satisfied. TDC Insurance, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind.
You're always safe with us.
Rams the good food people, always there to serve you. Rams the good food people, locations right near you. Rams the good food people, in-store specials for you. Rams the good food people. Rams. When you need better service, Rams is always here. Better value, better prices. Rams is always here. Rewarding your loyalty. Rams is always here. We are community. We are family. We are family. Rams for you and me. We are community. Rams for you and me.
At 10:47, we want to say to our viewers and listeners, welcome back to Voices. We're in the last, wrapping up the first hour. I want to say good morning to Rosemary Donald officially up in New York City. Brenda O'Neill, she made a contribution by way of a text. Looking forward to see you next week. Sister Stephen Henry, Beulah Elliott, Chris Warner over in Anguilla. Hope you're doing okay. Sorry, over in Antigua. That's Chris Warner. Then we have Amber Lewis next door in Anguilla. And all the dedicated fans who make the daily contribution. And of course, we come now to Mr. Ambassador Chris Collins. We're going to get back to Chris Collins. He sent greetings to you. Let's take this call and get back to Chris. Good day, call you live on Voices.
Sako, jam down again.
Jam down again.
Sako,
Yes, sir.
I personally feel that brother there who's sitting by you in the studio, he was totally neglected.
He was neglected. Are you there?
Hello, Sako?
Yeah, but we're listening.
Yes, this is Jam Down here talking. I Jam Down personally feel that young man there gets out in the line of duty representing this country, and no politician never take this young man here very serious. And I'm warning them who is in power right now. If they're going to do it, the next time around Timothy Harris going in power, he has to do it. Because all of them should be ashamed. When they come down by the Pelican Knoll and see this man under there, sometimes water like you want to come out me eye. I'm trying to jump off my bike where he just been
passionate and ardent social commentators, jam down manners, and you're the one best suited to speak about what support you may have gotten, and well, perception can go a long way, and I don't think you're here to get into that about what support you may or may not have gotten, but to speak to the program of which I call giving back, or ensuring that folks who are not seen or heard feel that they're still part of the fabric of our society. We want to thank you for that.
Yes.
Right? But Chris Collins was said to you, give you his regards. We take it back to the phone lines. Go to caller. You're live on Voices.
Hey, greetings. I want to say to
Navigator, the awesome.
Awesome navigator for his service. But Jam Down said something a while ago, and I want to disagree with him because he's saying in the line of duty. Navigator, have you ever read the Defense Work Act?
Caller, I would really like to get into that conversation, but pardon me, and no disrespect. I prefer to stick to the program that I'm here this morning to deliver and not to go off on that tangent. Okay? I have my apologies, sir.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but no way in the act say you were supposed to be there. Because that wasn't part of your duty. But it was amazing somebody just pick up the phone and said, we want security and we choose that route. But that's the contribution I was making. Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution, sir.
You're the man of the match, the man of the hour. Yes, I was saying Chris Collins texted me and asked you to give you his best and to commend you. And he's one of the persons they call one of our ambassadors. So folks who are not really seen in the big parade and all that with all the fanfare, but he's out there doing his best to represent the Federation. So I designate him one of our ambassadors. He speaks very highly of you. He texts me, says, please convey my sentiments to the awesome seeker. You know, Chris?
Yes, thank you, Chris. Matter of fact, Baker Jr. did some work for me. And that's when I learned a lot about Chris Collins, who he be and what he does.
Baker Jr. from St. Martin?
Yes.
Educated you on Chris Collins?
Chris Collins. Yes, so I said, yeah, like, wow. Okay, so, yeah. So, Chris, I commend you this morning for your work that you do and being so patriotic about your country. Thank you, sir.
Not to take away, a few years ago I was in London and he actually sent for me, paid my passage by train down to Sheffield for one of his big birthday party, the biggest cake I see in the shape of a camera.
Wow.
Pick up on the phone lines, he bakes my body. Call you live on Voices.
Oh, good morning, Socrates, and good morning, my former president.
I mentioned your name a while ago, so you had to call. It's okay, love you still. Go ahead.
I'm blessed, man.
Good morning, mother.
I'm blessed.
Go right ahead.
And I want to commend Mr. Bergen. You know, sometimes things happen to us and go in a corner. And we feel sorry for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes without even realizing that others are going through us. And that's a fact of life. How is Natal? I haven't heard Natal or heard about him for a while now.
The last time I checked on him, he was doing pretty okay. I haven't checked him
Good
for a
morning,
while,
Natal. Good morning.
but he was doing pretty okay.
Yes. You know, he served as the president. I remember when he first came to this center, his mobility was really poor. And over time, you know, by pushing himself and getting the support that he got, he was able to move around a lot much better. Went into competition and won crown and all of that. So I want to thank him.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And thank the members of the association.
Yes. Yeah.
He does a lot for you.
They have my...
You know, even when he became president, I don't even think he was ready for it, but he took it on. And he has outlived some of them who thought, well, he enabled. Now I have another issue. Let me deal with it now. It has to do with the audacity of some people in the private sector who feel they could ignore the laws of the country. Every time you hear my good morning, Austin, Edinburgh, whenever you hear him running, oh, doctor, you carry up the minimum wage, and how many years it wasn't in. Well, there are some businesses who decide that the government not talking to them. They're blatantly breaking the law, paying the workers way below even the old minimum wage, and not paying insurance, Social Security for them. I'm calling upon the Labor Department. They know the matter, you know. I went, and also the Social Security.
Yep, and I'm paying the contributions?
Yeah, I mean, blatant. Whether you're Chinese, Indian, or Japanese, once you're on the land, it
The
applies
laws of the
to you.
land should be paramount.
Yes. Because I was surprised to hear that you didn't know among some of these businesses that have in town. So I am calling on the Labor Department this morning. They promised to go and investigate the matter. And I have not heard anything. Well, it's not me, but the person has not heard anything.
Okay.
Social Security said they were going to check to see if they were registered. I haven't heard anything. We cannot allow people to come in and abuse our workers. That's abuse, you know. That's abuse. So we are expecting a solution. As I say, not me, by somebody I know.
Okay.
And Jam Dung just come on and talk about it, you know. So don't put that to some of them not paying workers Social Security and calling upon them to go and check them out. Do they go? So the person is waiting for a response today. They would like to collect the rest of the salary, of the pay. To all of our people in New York, today is Labor Day in Brooklyn, right?
Yep, 1st September.
If you know you're not straight, don't go. Let me say it again. They're going to leave Washington, D.C. and come down to the, you know,
Eastern Parkway.
So while you're there walking up, they pull you out to the out. If you know you're not straight, watch the parade from your TV. They're going by school, they're going by church, anywhere. They have the permission of the Prime Minister, of the President.
The President, yeah.
Who don't care what the law or the U.S. Constitution say. He has it in for New York, California, and some other place where they say is Democrat.
Georgia.
And please be safe. Don't carry no weapons, because every year you hear somebody get to disrupt the parade, shooting and foolishness. That is too much for us. So that's now the last one I want to talk about.
We got 2 minutes before. Go ahead, please.
Carrie Fester, the Carrie Fester. My daughter said she went to see the thing last night, and she was most pleased. They had on their St. Navy shirt, a good shirt.
National wear?
Yes. And she heard Minister Evelyn giving the vote of thanks. So big up to the St. contingent.
St.
Let me
Nevis.
say again, if you know you're not straight,
Yes.
stay where you, tell them for me, you hear me? All right then.
Well, somebody says for those who normally fly home to vote in the elections, they better not if they
Get
didn't
wet.
show up to
That's
the
the girl
voting.
who called now.
That's a different story for a different time. Right? Okay. Thank you for that contribution, Navigator. We have a guest coming shortly, so
Yes.
the rest is yours to give you, well, Chris, what he wrote again? He's saying, Chris Collins,
Yes.
I don't know where he gets any of the form, but the Navigator is an inspiration to many. The judges need to listen. He's talking about when you compete, and the judges say, well, want to say, and just totally disregard you. But, yeah.
Yeah. So.
The rest is yours to wrap up.
Yeah. Well. Yes. I bring this program to the table this morning for support volunteers, or anything you can put to this program within your capacity. I appreciate your effort. I welcome your contribution in kinds or donations. And I must say thank you to WinFM for having me this morning and allowing me a voice to reach a wider audience. Thank you so very much. Have a great day and a blessed week. More times.
It's an honor. It's a very humbling experience for me to sit with you and help you get out to the people, the listeners, the viewers, that program, because it means so much to so many. And one of the questions I asked you, what do you get from it? It says better to give than receive. I know the rewards of giving you all when you don't even have it.
Yeah.
So I want to commend you once again, like Chris and Sylvain Henry and the many others. I think our engineer would be give you a warm applause.
Yes,
right?
thank you. And one last thing I would say, I'm struggling. I have my rough time.
Yeah.
But I don't like to see nobody doing worse than me. It touches me. It bores me. You know. And when it comes to compassion and remorse, I need an extra set of muscles to deal with those kind of emotions.
But it comes from your mental.
Yes.
Your preparedness and what's inside you.
Yeah.
Okay, because we're powerful, eh?
Humane.
The mind, the intentionality of a person who needs to just help. Can't stop it.
Yes, that's
right.
True. Yeah.
So I guess the person who assisted you should be on the way.
Yes.
Just make your way out and
thank you so very much.
Other guests should be here at the moment. We'll take it from there when she arrives. But once again, thank you so very much.
Yeah.
We will pause for another station break as you make your way out, and we'll take it from there.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Ready to save while you build? Now you can at Builders Paradise. Yes, shoppers, build up your Value Club points at Builders Paradise. That's right, Value Club members and shoppers, your favorite frequent buyer club is now available at the home of hardware and more. Whether you're laying tiles, painting walls, replacing doors, upgrading windows, or fixing up your home, every purchase at Builders Paradise now earns you Value Club points. Enjoy exclusive benefits like discounts on thousands of items, special savings for seniors, instant deals, quarterly rebates, plus an extra up to 2% off every quarter. Shop more, save more, and more only at Builders Paradise. Don't miss out. Start building your rewards today with Value Club at Builders Paradise, because every bolt, board, and brush brings you closer to bigger, better savings. Terms and conditions apply.
Flow customers, unlock big prepaid rewards every time you activate a prepaid plan. Activate a 7-day plan or higher and earn points towards your rewards. Activate again, earn even more points. Activate next week, well, you get the picture. The more you activate, the more extra data and prizes you earn. Get in on the big prepaid rewards. Dial *129 or visit topupflow.com to activate a prepaid plan today.
At 11, well, it was 11:06. That means the 6 past 11. We want to welcome our viewers and listeners back to the second half of today's presentation of Voices. For those who missed the first half, we had the Awesome Navigator with such an awesome program that I think is worth repeating. But we want to thank him for the time he shared with us. And now we are in the second half of today's flow. Our guest today for the second half is Miss Karen Hodge. Welcome to the studio of winnfm. I can call her a colleague in the taxi fraternity, an awesome person, plus she's also a Hodge. Towards him that way. Right? And we'll be discussing a topic that has been made public over the past couple of days. Let me give you some genesis. I was at home reposing, scrolling through my Facebook feed when I saw a character that we know as Chocolate over at Fries Bay, very incensed about an issue that was bothering him. And based on what he was saying, he was advocating or saying that the beach owners over there, and he named a few by name, were told by whatever authority that they had to vacate the beach. And they were given a letter that gave them a deadline of yesterday, if I'm correct. And so I spoke to one of the beach owners who told me that he would have loved to be here today, but he had to travel yesterday. So hopefully next Monday he would be here, but he gave me permission to read the letter, or a copy of the letter that was given to them by, and we'll see who it was sent from. I have it on my phone. It's a kind of in fine print, so I'm going to try to read it as best as I can. And here goes. It's dated August 22nd, 2025. Glenville Brown Esquire, attorney at law, Browns and Associate, Lozak Road, Bastille, St. Kitts. By email only, and it goes on. It's directed to him. He says, Dear Counsel, we unauthorized beach operations at Fries Bay. Notice to quit and deliver up possession. We unauthorized beach bar operations at Fries Bay. Notice to quit and deliver up possession. Your letter of June 11th, 2025, sent on behalf of Messrs. Francis, and we have glasses needle, I think there. Francis DBA, Godfather Bar, Stapleton DBA, Discovery Bar, and Raymond DBA of Shipwreck Bar, was brought to our attention by counsel acting for Solid Bus Corporation, the current owners of Friars Beach Estate. In that letter, you expressly confirm that your clients are all operating at Friars Bay, thereby acknowledging their continued occupation of the location in issue. While the dispute over the title and possession of Fries Bay Estate lies between Solid Bus Corporation and your clients, the government is separately concerned with your client's asserted occupation of the beach bars, which is on Crown land. As your clients must be aware, all rights in and over beach, including any area designated as beach at Fries Bay, are vested in the Crown. Section 28 of the National Conservation and Environment Protection Act NCEPA further provides that the public only has the right to areas and use or enjoy
Access and
the
use
beach.
or
Access, yes.
access.
French is a bit more than me. Access and or enjoy beach for recreational activities and purposes. It does not authorize the construction or maintenance of huts, booths, sheds, stalls, bathhouse, or shops on any beach without lawful permission. The question posed by your letter mainly whether your client's bar sits on Solid Bus Corporation's private land or instead upon the sand forming the beach,
Forming part of the beach.
forming part of the beach
Vested.
vested in the crown is immaterial. 1. If the structures are on private land within Friars Bay, your clients are trespassing and must vacate. And 2, if the structures are on the beach foreshore, their operations are plainly unlawful as public rights does not extend to private commercial exploitation and no planning, permission, or other authorization was given by the Crown for such purposes. Accordingly, and without prejudice to Friars Bay Estate owners, rights and remedies, we hereby demand that your clients immediately cease all operations at Friars Bay and vacate, yield up possession, therefore, in a clean, sanitary, cleared condition, ensuring to remove all structures, fixtures, and items on the said beach no later than 30th August 2025. We talked about yesterday. That was a deadline. Should your clients fail to comply by the aforementioned deadline, the government will, without further notice, exercise all lawful measures, including as appropriate to the precise location of each structure, peaceably self-remove or unauthorized structure consistent with the Crown's rights in and over the beach area, and or immediate and urgent proceedings for mandatory injunction and possession and such ancillary relief as the court deems just, together with recovery cost. In addition, your client's ongoing breach of the NCEPA through unauthorized activities on the beach, we know that some of your clients also appear to be operating in clear violation of the License on Business and Occupation Act and the Unincorporated Business Tax Act. Such disregard for statutory requirements is a serious matter and exposes them to potential criminal liability should your clients comply with this demand and vacate the beach at Frigate Bay by
Friars Bay
by stipulated deadline. No referral will be made to Director of Public Prosecution. Kindly therefore confirm by return email that your clients will meet the August 30th, 2025 deadline. All rights are reserved. Yours faithfully, Liska Hutchinson Reiner, for and on behalf of the Attorney General's Chambers, Government of St. Christopher and Nevis. Pardon the mistakes, fine print in my eyes created a problem, but thank you for the many corrections, Karen Hodge. Let's go to this in English. As I said, I was alerted to this by comments I saw Chocolate making on a live feed, feed over at South Friars Bay, and it concerned me. Okay? Before we go further, we're going to pause for a break to provide A little grateful to our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Found the sound. 98.9.
Ready to save while you build? Now you can at Builders Paradise. Yes, shoppers, build up your Value Club points at Builders Paradise. That's right, Value Club members and shoppers, your favorite frequent buyer club is now available at the home of hardware and more. Whether you're laying tiles, painting walls, replacing doors, upgrading windows, or fixing up your home, every purchase at Builders Paradise now earns you Value Club points. Enjoy exclusive benefits like discounts on thousands of items, special savings for seniors, instant deals, quarterly rebates, plus an extra up to 2% off every quarter. Shop more, save more, earn more, only at Builders Paradise. Don't miss out. Start building your rewards today with Value Club at Builders Paradise, because every bolt, board, and brush brings you closer to bigger, better savings. Terms and conditions apply.
Flow customers, unlock big prepaid rewards every time you activate a prepaid plan. Activate a 7-day plan or higher and earn points towards your rewards. Activate again, earn even more points. Activate next week, well, you get the picture. The more you activate, the more extra data and prizes you earn. Get in on the big prepaid rewards. Dial *129 or visit topupflow.com to activate a prepaid plan today.
Our viewers and listeners, welcome back to today's program. I read a short while ago a letter that was sent to Messrs. The three operators of the booth over at South Fries Bay. We don't have all the answers, and one of the persons who wanted to be here this morning to discuss that in detail, he traveled yesterday. Also, yesterday got a call from Karen Hodge, very much concerned about the challenges we face on the beaches. In one of the presentations I made last week to some new drivers, I mentioned Antigua have and the boast about 365 beaches, a beach for every day of the year. I asked them, how many beaches do we have? 3. And we know when ships are in port, sometimes the mega ships, we get overrun on the beaches, which are Frigate Bay, Salt Friars, and Cockleshell, and many folks are operating over there, providing service for the many, many guests. Now, in terms of Friars Bay, we have some challenges. When we have certain ships in ports, there's a certain cruise line that caters mainly to the Carambola Beach Club. Hello?
Hey, good morning.
Yeah.
How are you?
Hold on. We have challenges when we have a certain cruise line that caters primarily to the Carambola Beach Club, and we're told we can't bring anybody there. Since then, the proprietor has built accommodations further up the beach.
Close to Discovery Bar.
Close to Discovery Bar,
Right.
etc., etc. There was another bar there some years ago, the Jamrock Bar, and they were told to move because they were infringing on property owned by XYZ. We don't know all the answers. Now, Discovery, Godfather Bar, and Shipwreck Bar has been providing service for our guests in so many levels over the many years. Let's take this call and see what time we can, because she's calling. Caller 11 Voices.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. Your own Voices, go ahead.
Yes, long time. I just happened to tune in. I just a free time from a long time.
Long time to hear your voice, go ahead.
No, I know that you were just explaining certain things there, but I don't know. My head is not really there. But the letter that you read out.
Yes.
I mean, all of that long talk was done to say what? What is it they're really saying?
They're saying to the beach owners, the beach bar owners, the 3, Godfather, Discovery Bar, and Shipwreck, that they have to vacate by yesterday.
Okay. Who said this?
The letter was sent from the Attorney General's office to Attorney Brown, representing the clients on the beach. Yesterday was the deadline for them to vacate because they were on people's property.
And the Attorney General I guess, represented the, I don't want to say government, 'cause that's the people. They represented the politicians. The
I
Attorney
guess the
General
government, because it was
represented-
written on behalf of the government, not this person's personal lawyer.
All right. So something about crown lands was mentioned. Am I
That is
not
correct.
Now, weren't we told that these lands were purchased or paid for at some point?
I'm unclear about that.
It is said that how it goes, Bradshaw, I think.
Not for the Southeast
When-
Peninsula. Not for the Southeast, and that was private land.
Oh, so when they talk about Simmons coming, paying for the lands and so on, it had
Sugar
nothing to do with
plantations.
Southeast-
Sugar plantation, the sugar lands.
or the sugar land.
And not all the sugar estates, but the sugar lands primarily, which had nothing to do with the Southeast.
So who is the Attorney General on behalf of the government representing?
I would think the current owners of the land. There's a corporation mentioned. What's the name of the corporation? There's a corporation mentioned, and they seem to be the owner of the land. We're hearing people of Indian extract. They're saying the Indians own the land now.
You can't own the land.
The Indians own the land?
Well, it's crown land, so
all of this, pardon
It's
me,
government
because
land.
I'm
Once it
asking
says crown
questions
land, it
because
means
I'm
it's
a
government
fool, I
land.
need to be made wise. So all of this is on the Southeast Peninsula,
South Fries Bay.
South Friars Bay. So all of that, they did not come under this this whole thing to do with
It was not.
the land that was sold over there to accommodate the Christoph Harbour.
That's
and
Christoph
those
Harbour.
people
That's
and
farther
things.
on. That's farther on.
So all of that over there was not sold out. The whole of that neck over there was not sold out.
No, because South Fries Bay was not part of that.
A part of what?
It was not part of that was sold to Buddy Derby.
Or it was not part?
It wasn't part of the parcel.
Okay. So Indians, you say, own those lands over there?
That's what we're hearing.
Okay, allegedly. Now, if this is so, how is it they are going to the Attorney General for representation?
It's a good
What
question.
happened to
It's a good
having-
question because I think you said that the government, if you can find this section, we said the government had to intercede.
Well, the dispute over little and possession of the Friars Bay estate lies.
Okay, we hear from Karen Hart. She's going to read the section so you can get clarity.
On this, which part?
Let me
Yeah,
comment.
what?
Which section?
Read thing there. Okay, Karen, going to read the section that could help to edify.
I
Right.
think. I
And
think this
section
might
is read,
be.
is read from what? The Constitution?
From the letter.
This is from the letter. I think this might be the part where, while the dispute over title and possession of the Friars Bay estate lies between Solidus Corp and your client, the government is separately concerned with the client's asserted occupation of the beach, which is Crown land. When they say Crown land, that is the most important thing. If it's Crown land, it's still government land. So we are still trying to understand from where exactly is Crown land also, if it's from by Shipwreck up under the hill to down by Carambola. Because if these three persons got these letters, because in reading the letter we realized that is only three persons' names were mentioned. Now there is a structure that was put there with concrete, and it is not mentioned anywhere in the letter. And it is the same space when you measure everything they did, and they went and did the measurement, and it's there. So how far is the Crown land from the mountain by Shipwreck to down by the beginning of Carambola or the ending of Carambola? That is one of the questions we would really like them to answer.
But this is what I am saying, because if the Attorney General is coming in representing, then we have to introduce, as the words were just mentioned, crown land. Now, what the host mentioned, that over there did not include the sugarcane lot there and what was paid for. So, if they're going to use crown lands, something is misleading here.
Well, in talking
because
to...
if they are indeed crown lands, it means that they were paid for and they belong to the people. So why do we have the Attorney General coming in representing them under the guise of crown lands?
Well, in also reading the letter, if you listen good, you will recognize that they were saying also that they don't want any. They're like saying they don't want any businesses there. They just want it for recreational purposes. But when you think about that, let's go into tourism. When we have about 4 ships down there with over 15,000 people on the ground, with that beach included, with these bars, we have a problem where when we take people to the beach, there is no room. We only have 3 beaches. South Friars is full because those bars are there. There is chairs, there is things they can buy to eat, there is things they can buy to drink. We take them over to Cockleshell, we take them to Frigate Bay. There is times when we have to take people back to the ship because there is no access. There's access to the beach, but there's no room because it's flooded. It looks like when you chop ants in milk. There's so much people. Now, if you take away that at this point in time, when we say that this season is going to be, more people is going to be here, now, where are we going to take these people? What are we going to tell them? When they say that they just want recreational, it's like they put down the hotel over at down South Friars, the Park Hyatt, and you only could walk down there. You're not allowed to operate any business, only the hotel. So my thing is, the hotel that is supposed to go there, I think that is the reason they are coming up with this right now, because the hotels don't want any locals there on the land doing business. And if they look at what's going on, if we say we are venturing deeper into tourism, this is not the time. We really need to sit back. The government needs to sit back and really think about it, because even though we say we don't want to just depend on tourism alone, that is what we are depending on right now. And right now, that is not a good move when it comes to tourism.
And I think there's something wrong with the timeline, because if the Park Hyatt, if the timeline for the Park Hyatt is 08, the summer of 2008, they were given a deadline by yesterday. They were given a deadline to evacuate the premises by yesterday. If not, they're facing legal proceedings. So I don't understand the urgency. I don't want to understand who owned the land. We're hearing it's Indian owned. I'm told that I won't say foreigner, an immigrant, because when we go to the US, we call immigrant whether illegal or not. When they're here, we call them expats.
Yeah.
But I understand that immigrants of Caucasian extract went and told one of the things that get the hell off the people beach, off the people land. Who's the people?
Right. Mm-hmm. And one of them literally told me that one of them came to him and told him, listen, we don't want any black people on this land. Get off the land. I said, you sure? He said, yes. I said, these are things you're supposed to take.
Listen, darling, I do not doubt that. People think that when they come here, they are going to behave. If you have a river, right, and you throw, if you have a river and you throw a piece of log in it, over all the years, it is there. That log can never turn into an alligator. If you take an alligator out of its water stream and put it somewhere else, it's not, and let's say you put it in a zoo, it's not going to change to, let's say, a dog. It's going to be what it is.
That's true.
We really believe that when they come here, they are going to change.
We're looking at what we understanding, that they want to build other structures over there, Of course, they'll be in the hand of other persons. But the service that Shipwreck Bar offers is a rustic experience. People come back for that all the time. So it's not about building a modern building, etc. That has served the purpose for a certain clientele who will just love that atmosphere that's created there. It's rustic, it's beautiful, and a number of our guests, returning guests, prefer to go there. So if you say we don't want those structures there, you gotta build something new to benefit who?
Exactly.
To
They
benefit
don't
who?
care. They don't care. If they don't care, that's the blueprint that they have all across the board. They don't care.
And
You
also,
understand?
and
They
also,
don't care.
with Shipwreck, Shipwreck is international. Shipwreck also have a rum. People come here for the experience where else in the Caribbean, I don't know if anywhere else in the Caribbean, where the seawater and the mountain is right there, and the monkeys come down and the guests feed them. People come here and they demand they want to go to Shipwreck. So why, I don't understand why government, they don't, it seems as if they don't think for the future. Let's look at the sugar factory. The sugar factory is a place where 99.9% of us from St. Kitts and Nevis have history there. Our parents, our grandparents, they went and they sold out the sugar factory. We cannot even use the sugar factory as a heritage site. We can't take people there. People has asked us, like, what you used to do before tourism, we say sugar, but we have nothing to show them. We cannot even drive across there because the state of it is horrible.
Okay. I want to add this before we pause for a station break. A couple of years ago, you and I went up there with intent to try to get it cleaned up and create a tour that would take us there.
I offer my free services.
Silence. My apologies, caller. We're going to take a station break at the moment. We're due for that. Actually overdue.
Let me finish up. Let me finish up before the station break. No?
Please, go ahead.
The thing about it is, right, all of these things are going to happen because I think there's somewhere along the line where the belief is the people of this country, they are zombified or they are mummified. So just do whatever they like. And if somebody raised this up as a question or a topic of discussion, you know, just sort of pacify that over to say with town hall meetings and all of that sort of thing, because they don't expect the people to go any further. No, you think if that had happened in some other country over there, you think those people who are doing business there would just get off just like that? They would not get off, you know. They would stay there and something would have to be worked out. They would not move. But I'm sorry to say, I am really sorry to say, but I don't really see the representation of us by our people, who we put in these quote unquote privileged positions. I don't see it, right? They are there to represent those from outside against us instead of representing us to them. Have a blessed day.
Thank you for your contribution. As we promised, we now have to pause for to give a credit to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Ready to save while you build? Now you can at Builders Paradise. Yes, shoppers, build up your Value Club points at Builders Paradise. That's right, Value Club members and shoppers, your favorite frequent buyer club is now available at the home of hardware and more. Whether you're laying tiles, painting walls, replacing doors, upgrading windows, or fixing up your home, every purchase at Builders Paradise now earns you Value Club points. Enjoy exclusive benefits like discounts on thousands of items, special savings for seniors, instant deals, quarterly rebates, plus an extra up to 2% off every quarter. Shop more, save more, and more only at Builders Paradise. Don't miss out. Start building your rewards today with Value Club at Builders Paradise, because every bolt, board, and brush brings you closer to bigger, better savings. Terms and conditions apply.
Flow customers, unlock big prepaid rewards every time you activate a prepaid plan. Activate a 7-day plan or higher and earn points towards your rewards. Activate again, earn even more points. Activate next week, well, you get the picture. The more you activate, the more extra data and prizes you earn. Get in on the big prepaid rewards. Dial *129 # or visit topupflow.com to activate a prepaid plan today.
(11:36) I'll report the midday hour, and we're here in the studios with Lady Karen Hart. First time in the studio with winnfm, and she was the one. What do I say? Your flow is perfect. She's a natural, right? And she's also the vice president, though she don't want to be of the St. Kitts Taxi Cooperative because she don't want that. But being part of the industry for so many years, seeing what happens on the ground, I can see how it easily affects you in sense because you're national, and there's a sense of national pride in the whole thing. We go to the phone lines, we go to call you live on Voices.
Socrates and your guests, good day to you all, and good day to all the listeners.
Good to hear from you, go ahead.
And greetings once more in Jesus Christ's name, the only Savior of sinners from their sins and from hell, the second person of the eternal Trinity. Now,
amen.
Socrates, amen and amen. I'm going to make a point that I've always made, and I'm going to make it again today. Give me a sec. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat. Yes. So, the point I'm going to make again is this. And I speak as a Christian person, and I believe the Bible way is the best way to do things. The Bible way to do things is that our lands should be divided up to the families of St. Kitts and Nevis land for Nevis families. Well, Nevis people already got land. I think much more so than St. Kitts people. No, that's what I'm saying. St. Kitts lands, including the Southeast Peninsula, I believe supposed to be divided up to St. Kitts families. In doing that, our people would have land, and a lot of these problems would be avoided. Now, when government own the land now, it's definitely going to go more to foreigners than anybody else when government own the land. Now, yes, you might get locals. If the government was to divide the land for locals, yes, you might get locals who will sell their land, no doubt. I believe most people wouldn't sell their land, and not only that. In order for these foreigners to come in to get land, they would have to deal with every landowner on their individual basis. Whereas if it is government owning the land, they just get it all in one big swat. Once government own it all.
But we don't have those facilities in place at the moment. We're dealing with the current situation. I understand you're looking at a formula that would avoid all these issues. We are not there as yet. So that utopian vision of you, I appreciate it, right? But it's not in place.
And
so we're dealing with some...
Yes, and with our current leaders and politicians, I don't think it's going to get in place as well. But I'm saying this is how we ought to be, because when we don't do things the Bible way, this is what brings on the problem, including this. Because government own it, so they just get one big swat away. You know, whoever could grease the hand best. Who knows? Who knows?
Sadly.
You know. So, but if these lands are owned by local families and that sort of stuff, you know, if anybody want them, they have to go to each owner to negotiate. And that'll make it far, far harder. And I believe most people will not sell. So I want to reiterate that point again, that I just continue to make and winnfm and wherever else I could get the opportunity, that we're supposed to do things the biblical way and divide up the land to its people. Take it out of government hand. And when I say the land, I mean government land. I'm speaking only of government land.
Got you.
Okay, Taco.
Thank you for the contribution. What I'm getting, Karen, is that these folks have been squatters of the land forever. Land owned by whoever, come land, they've been squatting there, they now purchase or whatever, and so they have to move.
As far as I heard from the guy that spoke to me, he said they used to pay rent over there for the land. And maybe 10 years ago, they were asked to stop paying rent. So they started paying, it was like a lease for the land, so they used to pay. So
Okay.
it wasn't initially squatting, but they used to pay. That's what
So
they
that's
told me.
discontinued the payment because they had a vision that they were actually.
I think that is when they sold the pond there that the hotel Ritz-Carlton is supposed to go there.
Yeah.
That is when they sent them a letter and asked them to stop paying. I don't think this is the first time they have asked them to move either.
I know about the conversation as it related to Shipwick Bar, as it was they was planning to bring the Ritz-Carlton here some time ago. That conversation is now continuing. The target date for opening is 2008. We saw the work they did in the plant, trying to fill it in, etc. So this may be part and parcel of all that. We go back to the phone lines. We go to call your live on voices.
Good morning, King. Good morning, co-host and guest.
This is going to be a wonderful
Winnfm
contribution,
and
Rossi. Let's hear you.
Well, you see, the thing is that the term crownland came down from the British colonial system, whereas I think they still have it in England, where crownland are recognized by property that are surrounded and close to lakeside and ocean, the edge of the ocean. As today, I think there was someone who was saying one time the measurement away from the ocean bed to inland, and the general public should always have what you call access
Free
to
access.
that property, which is some people call it an easement. However, this would not be the first time that something like this happened in St. Kitts. If you look closely, you will notice that one of the main hotels in St. Kitts that was built, the first one in Frigate Bay, that was the Royal St. Kitts Hotel, that was not built on the beach at all, but it have gone through its ups and downs, and it have survived. It never claimed to own any beaches. It has used the strip.
There was
It
a
has
beach
used
club
the
that they had
Atlantic
access
side
to.
and beaches all around.
Mm-hmm.
Now, having said that, I would like everyone to recognize that we don't have much of any beach in St. Kitts to speak to. So whatever we have, we need to utilize it and use it well, wisely. I don't see and I don't understand why in the world that any advisor would advise the administration today to include selling the portion in Friars Bay, which I think that piece inside here used to be a salt pan, where you have the mangrove. And I'm not even sure if there's an impact study on that, because when you take a mangrove out of property like that, it normally destroy, have some kind of impact on the reefs and so on. So I'm not so sure. On the other hand, it is my view that those people who are on the beach will not be dealing with anything with heads in bed. No hotel. Only thing they're going to deal with is a bar for entertainment. And if they choose to put a hotel there, what could actually happen? Both sides can coexist. And we have to learn to coexist in St. Kitts, because you know why? We are small and little, very little. So that emphasizes the smallness of our country. If you go to Nevis, you will notice that they have 4 seasons. And 4 season guests cannot keep out of Sunshine Bar. It does not have the same upper standard like the 4 season look, but people have different tastes and different desire. Let the people at Shipwreck continue operate. Serve the people, give them an easement into it, not like you did to down Carambola, because you cannot get into Carambola, the beach. We're supposed to have access to the beach, but they block it off. And administration from administration sit and do nothing about it, because everybody wants to be nice to those who can afford it more, appear to could afford it more. And so, well, they say who help with the campaign more, have more to say and have more to gain, but at the same time, what are you doing with your people? You're in administration today, tomorrow you're out. You're just going to be an ordinary person, and you're going to have the same non-access like we have. So the administration, who sits in government, you're only big shot because we put you there. When you leave, they don't know you. You're not their friend. And so therefore, do whatever is necessary for you.
In the meantime, the damage would have been done.
People, by the people, for the people. And Crown land supposed to be recognized. That's why the lawyer was so carefully insert that inside here and say Crown land and threatened to take it before the court. Let him go before the court. Because I don't see a court going to rule to move these people from there. Because they are the giver of service. The reason why people have certain access, because they give service to the public. And once you give service to the public, there are certain things that will adjure to you because you provide for the public. That's the whole idea.
Are you aware?
People saying.
Are you aware that this was attempted in Antigua with King Shortshot, which beat back?
Yes, they tried that, but at the same time, people will.
People came up and supported him. He had to stay there.
When it comes to land, not only foreigners but local ain't greedy. Some of them even want to put the fence in the road. If you go to some villages, you can't walk in the road because they bring out the fence. People like space and they like to rush to the front. If you go Keys, you can hardly pass. Somebody almost put a container in the road. How can anyone allow that? Somebody put a bar that they sell in front of the school. Come on. People like they want to put what they have right in the road. Look at some of the vendors right on the sidewalk. People like to take up land. I don't know why. Why they get so itchy about land and
I'm saying there must be accommodators for local vendors.
And we need to share what we have, and the best way we can to utilize what we have to the best that we know how among our people and our guests, so that our people can survive. People are self-employed and not coming to you and beg you for a job because government is already heavy with employment, and it's like fatal, but small money, but big payments coming out. So these things need to change. The survivability is for small enterprise to sustain the growth of your economy. Where you want to employ everybody? If you show them people off the beach, where you going to pay them $500 a month, a week? Let them work.
My challenge would be taking people to the beach when you have new owners.
You have no beach. Let them look the beach over at where the bridge to come in. Clean up the beach and get it ready for extended use of tourism.
Over there is also, they say it's private.
I think I've said enough. I'm already in trouble.
No, you're not, but we appreciate your contribution. Fact is that very same thing was tried with Shortshot by the beach bar. I think it was Harry in the building there.
Mm-hmm.
Asked him to move, and the public came out in strong support of him. And he still have his beach bar.
Well, we are calling on the public right now, the taxi drivers. I am really calling on you guys because this is a part of
our industry.
Our industry where we know. And I think one of the things is lacking is that, for me, I don't think that the minister communicates enough with the taxi drivers to ask questions and find out what's going on. Now, the whole season has gone and the next one is coming up. And we have not had a meeting for she to find out exactly what, if there is anything that the industry needs, what we need to do more to make it better. There's nothing that is going on. It's like this industry is like it's running itself and it's just willy-dilly and whatever.
I concern as a national, feeling patriotic, that really, really bothers me. So, we cannot deny the guests if they want to go to the beach, etc. I'm going to have a problem taking guests to the beach where you have a newly establishment owned by foreigners. I have a problem with that. Caller, you live on Voices.
Yes, Socrates, it's me again.
Yes.
No, what I'm going to say as well, I'm going to say something that I spoke about on this station. There is a lady called Jennifer Lee. She works with the National Work. She sells drinks out of a cooler on 4th Street. Well, I know how to be doing it on Fridays. I don't know about any other day, but at least I know how to be doing it on Fridays. You saying something, Socrates?
I was asking Karen if she knows the lady. She said yes. We know her.
Yes. Well, I was told by her. And Shaq did an interview with her as well, and it's on his Facebook as well. that well, for years, she have been doing massaging and that sort of stuff on the beach.
That's correct.
And they ran her off the beach, and now she cannot go on the beach she trade. And she also told me another lady who used to do barbecue on the beach as well, or maybe in the area, they also chase her off as well. And then I hear Manners come on and say they chase off other people as well. I heard Manners say that. So, what I'm saying to the government should allow these people to do their trade on the beach, because this is how they make their living.
Of course.
And to me, this is putting the people in a lot of hardship, provided that they have not been a disturbance or anything like that. And Jennifer Lee told me that even the tourism compliments her and speak well of her and that sort of stuff. But for whatever reason, the government chased she and at least another one from our
I have seen her working in that capacity as a masseuse on the beach for over 20 years. And the tourism department can never say they had any negative complaint on her. If that was the case, you deal with the matter, but you allow her to work because that's how she earns a living. Now, some years ago, they ran all these street vendors off the street. That seems to have been relaxed right now. So had it not been for that, she would be out of her bed because she's now on 4th Street trying to make a living as a street vendor.
Right.
So when people create avenues to support themselves and the family, not dependent on the government, you need to support them. You need to encourage them.
Right. So that's another issue that I brought up more than once, and people really need to make either that or people can thief, one or the other.
There you go.
And I prefer people making the living honestly and properly. I prefer that. Another issue, I'm not too familiar with the environment over the Southeast Peninsula, okay? I've been over there, but not much to speak about, so I'm not really too familiar with the environment of the Southeast Peninsula. But the lady who is on your show as the guest.
Her name is Karen Hodge. She's a taxi operator, independent business person.
Yes. And the two other person I think she spoke about, she's a history of them. Well, I'm speaking, like I said, I don't know too much about the environment, but I'm wondering, well, I prefer to see local businesses, okay, first of all. I think proper thing that should have been done is give them land in the area that is convenient for them to do the business, land for them
business.
To own. Yeah, I think that is the way it should go. You know, because I want to see local people make a living. And I prefer to have small local businesses than these big hotels and so coming in. I mean, I ain't got no problem with them. But put your people first. Make sure your people are already set up. So when these big investors come from overseas, they commit your people already set up, so your people will not suffer because of them. Or your people will not be disadvantaged because of them, because they're already set up.
Yeah, but they could find different places to put hotels. Now look where Ramada is. There's different land around the country that they could put hotels. It don't have to be over the peninsula. It don't have to be in Friggy Bay area all the time, because we definitely have to leave our beaches because we are depending on tourism. That is the main thing. We do not have any more beaches to take people to. These guys is giving a service that people love, and we can't afford to move them just to put down a hotel. Now, look at Salt Plage. You can't take people. There's a lovely beach where Salt Plage is, but when you go over there, when we're driving over to Cockleshell, people would say, well, that's a nice beach down there. Can't we go down there? You can go down there, but where we have to drive to put them off is very uncomfortable because there's a lot of stones, and then the people, if they do come out, they have to walk on these stones. There is nothing over there because the owners of Salt Plage decide that they're putting a chain and they don't want anybody to operate down there, and they don't want you down there.
Same thing at Sandbank Bay.
Same thing at Sandybank.
We used to have access.
We used to have
put a chain there.
Exactly.
And said that because the turtle lane there, we can't go down there anymore. But there were students go there as freely as they can.
They don't want, it seems as if the government don't want people to apply their trade to do
Only
anything.
the Christopher Harbour who were encouraged by the government that they could do what they want over there.
Yes, and we had no cause to sell out the salt, the big salt pan over there, because look at it right now. Back then when you sold that out, you were probably saying, you know, it's nothing. But right now, one of the greatest demands in the world right now is sea salt. We could have turned that there into something, a little business, and providing sea salt. We have made so much mistakes in this place in selling out our lands to foreigners, and they are the ones who are reaping the benefit, and the locals, we are just there. And that really have to stop. But until we come together, because people always feel like Kitishan is the softest set of people in the Caribbean, and we allow a lot of things to happen to us, and after the fact we start talking, but we never act. And this is the time now that we need to come out and we need to talk, we need to do demonstrations, we need to do whatever it needs to do peacefully, but we can't allow what is supposed to be happening to happen right now.
And then again, point is, what of the 3 beach vendors who are directly affected, only one is willing to come on the radio and speak about it. The others, they don't want to because they were advised not to say anything.
By the lawyers.
By their own lawyers.
Let me ask a question. During the discussion, hold Greg. During the discussion, I heard something about a concrete structure being there.
There is a concrete structure that was put down last year because Carambola, when they usually get a private ship, and once the private ship is there, you're not allowed to take anybody down to Carambola. So what they did, they went just, if you're going east, they went just below Discovery Bar, and they put down bathroom made up with, they use concrete, they put down the structure made of concrete, and they put a tent over it. But the bathroom is definitely concrete. So if you're talking about removing board that is there, then something is wrong.
Why not that? Yeah, because that kind of pricks me.
That's why I was asking, where do the Crown land start and where does it end?
Because
it's the same stretch of same alignment, same stretch of land. So where do the Crown land start?
And when you say whenever you say Crown land, forget about what it meant during the colonialist time. If you use the term Crown land, presently it means
government land. Right.
Okay. So if it's government land, the question is, why is the Attorney General representing
private interests?
Yes, as opposed to its people. I'm seeing a very, very concerning trend here. On Nevis, go back to the Christopher Harbour thing, the land for debt. Remember the land for debt?
The land for debt swap, right?
Everything is tying in because it's the same system. It's the same political party.
Administration.
And
it's similar, but yes.
This is raising up its head again.
Don't forget, sir, that there's also the incident that is happening right now at New Guinea with Reginald Francis also. He did an interview. So that is also another thing for locals, that they're trying to get the land from him. As he said outward that some Nigerian company wants to put a container port down there, so they're asking him to move. So I don't know what's going on with this government, but I find that every time the Labour administration is in, our island is we just keep losing land.
And on that note, we come to the end of another day's
and
presentation.
And remember also there's something happening under Fort Thomas. Look, this thing is happening and it doesn't look good. Thing is happening and it doesn't look
we
good.
just have to be careful that one of these days a lot of us get up in the morning and the government decide we're trying to acquire this land, so because we want it for whoever.
And the fact that this lady is here, I'm concerned about on so much levels. You have a whole taxi association, and you want to tell me of a whole taxi association people who ply their trade in tourism, and only one lady comes here because no one else has the guts, no one else has the concern to see long term. I mean, come on.
I wanted to answer that. Answer if you can.
Anyway.
We are at the point where we must come to the end of this program today, because we are at the point of presenting the WinFM's midday newscast. So thanks to our viewers and listeners, all those who made the contribution by calling or texting. But a thank you once again to our guest, Karen Hodge. Welcome. I hope it's not the last time. And Q loves the interaction, so we want to hear more from you and who you represent. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay? Peace, love, and a much better tomorrow.
You found the sound. 98.9. Win FM.
We now bring you the headline news. The headline news is brought to you by The Grange and Caribou.